I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. You know that I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now Allen. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's going to have the Bills first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and 2. On play action, Allen. Hard throw, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Running for it, here's Cook, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From midfield now, here's Jackson being chased out left. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. 9 time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
319!
Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen to throw once more. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir, 30 yards. And the Bills take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Hey, middle.
Throwing is Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 65 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. He'll air this one toward Coleman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Quick slant to Shakir. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jackson going right back to Kohler. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33.
A gain of 14. And the Ravens first down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot. Hey, Ozzy, sit hot. You change it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. That's taken in. It's K.o.b.e. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Left side, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the gun, it's Allen. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
Final play and a half here. It's Jackson. Complete at the 1. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And they turn the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. A final shot before half for Allen. Escaping the pressure right. They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Now Lamar changing the play. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer, 47 yards. And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that with 2nd down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced them to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception, almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Cook trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Allen now on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Davis. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. Stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now Jackson. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Terrell Bernard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. He's into space past the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 52 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. On his loop for the extra point. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th.
Ravens 23. Bills 22.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff. Henry. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And now right out of the 2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Jackson to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Allen. Out to his left. He finds some open field here. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Allen. Rolling to his right. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow. That's why
What is that?
Up the middle to Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
17-yard line.
180! What's that?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
319!
On third down, Davis. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
from across the room.